Preview. We currently sit at bottom of the table -5 goal difference, lost to Brentford, lost to Brighton. Disastrous start, to be honest. Lots of emotion heading into this fixture. Liverpool themselves, not in the greatest of form. Obviously, I think they drew to Fulham and they drew to Crystal Palace as well on Monday Night Football. But we're going to get into all that kind of jazz a little bit later on. Let me just introduce our guests first. So joining us today, we've got Mr. Sam. We finally signed a DM. McCabe, how are you doing, sir?
Oh, it's been, what, 7, 8 years? God's sake, it's taken a long, long time, but we're finally there. But let's not forget, we want these owners gone. I don't give a toss who they fucking sign. They can sign Frankie de Jong, Anthony, and somebody else. I don't give a shit. We need them gone, and they need to go. But I'm glad we finally got a midfielder who's capable of doing something other than Scott McTominay. So
they can sign who? Did you say then?
They signed de Jong. They signed Anthony. Yeah. It's not happening, but they can if they want.
We'll see. We've also got the calm, calculated Surveyor. How are you, Surveyor? You good?
We're not bottom of the league anymore. West Ham.
Yeah. Positivity. This is what he brings.
Yeah.
I love it.
See that? So officially.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, I'm good.
Also, can we
there,
can we just announce as well, Sevilla is making a return permanently to the channel after a long time away. Very glad to have him back because it's been a while. So he's permanent. So you'll see a lot more of his face and a lot less of mine.
Glad to be back.
So figured.
Unfortunately for Arsenal fans, you'll be seeing a lot more of his face. So,
and Mitrovic as well. Mitrovic,
and Mitrovic. We've also got a fresh member, a few shows in the bag now under his belt. They call him Daddy Cool. How you doing, Aaron?
Not bad, man. Not bad.
Yeah, good stuff. Looking forward to the Liverpool game, lads. Just as a general kind of consensus, are we? No, okay, all right.
No.
Severe, you want to throw any positivity up there?
My season starts on against Southampton.
All right, okay.
It's
just logic. Firing off logic.
This is pre-season.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, sorry, go on, Sam. You're gonna jump in then?
No, I was just saying we played Liverpool twice in pre-season, apparently.
Yeah, we beat Liverpool in pre-season. That's all that matters. Don't worry about the other fixtures.
Yeah,
we're all good. So we're all set to deep dive into the preview. If anyone currently watching isn't subscribed to this wonderful channel, please subscribe. We're trying to push for 500 subs before the end of the month, and we need your help to do that. Make sure you slap a like on the video as well. So, as you all know, or some of you might know, might not know, should I say, because new to the preview or whatever, we do a brain teaser at the start, and I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm expecting an answer. So, the first question I've got is, I'll start off with an easy one, right? Very, very easy. Which player scored a bicycle kick in 2015 against Liverpool?
What matter?
Wanfield, of course.
Oh,
ding,
yes.
ding, ding. Straight off the bat. Quick. Now, what I wanted to do as well was a King of the Hill. I don't know if you're familiar with the game. I'm going to put one player in front of you and give you another option, and then you have to say who goes. So it's going to be between Liverpool players and Manchester United players. All right? That makes sense?
This is not going to go well.
We'll see. Okay, so I'm starting with goalkeepers. You ready? Mignolet, Roy Carroll.
Roy Carroll.
Mignolet.
Carroll, because I think
Carroll wins it. Roy Carroll or Pepe Reina?
Pepe Reina.
Yeah.
Hold on, I thought you said has to go.
So it's King of the Hill. It's replacing him. So you kind of, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So we go with the player that we name the player that we want to. All right.
Yeah. So Pepe Reina. or Van der Sar. Sorry.
Van der Sar, come on.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking the questions. Van der Sar or Alisson?
Van der Sar.
Van der Sar.
Yeah. Van der Sar, and then Van der Sar or Peter Schmeichel?
Van der Sar, because I can't stand Schmeichel. I hate him. Yeah.
Van der Sar, all three.
Yeah, Schmeichel.
Really?
I fucking hate Schmeichel. I hate him.
I don't like Schmeichel that much,
fucking cartwheel when he played for City. That fucking cartwheel. Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Moving on to defenders, is a little bit more interesting. Maguire or Carragher?
I'll never see Maguire ever.
Carragher.
Carragher or Stam?
Stam. Come on.
Stam. Okay, all right. Stam or Matip?
Stam.
Stam.
Stam. Stam or Van Dijk?
Stam.
Stam.
Stam over Van Dijk?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
It's one of the
Really?
best
We
central
answered.
defenders of all
What
time.
do you want
Stam.
from us, man? That's the question we've answered.
I know. I'm just. Yeah. Okay. All
He's
right.
he's the one player that Fergie regrets letting go. The one
All
player.
right. Okay. Stam or Vidic?
Ooh.
Vidic.
Ooh. Fuck. Vidic. Only just though. Only just.
Purely Vidic just because of bias from our time,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vidic or Rio?
Vidic.
Rio.
Yeah, I agree with Rio as well, but I'll give you Vidic because I'm not in the thinger. Midfield, right? So Carrick or Fabinho?
Carrick.
Carrick or Xavi Alonso?
Chabi.
Carrick over him as well.
Chabi Alonso.
Carrick. Who did you say, Xavi Alonso?
Chabi Alonso, yeah.
So two. So this is where it gets dicey.
You guys, wait, hold on. Michael Carrick.
He's a great player, but he's not Chabi Alonso. Chabi Alonso is fucking amazing.
Xabi Alonso at Liverpool could not. Xabi Alonso at Real Madrid was a different player from Xabi Alonso at Liverpool.
Yeah, but he still had better shooting than Carrick. Passing probably on par. So I'd go Xabi Alonso.
There's a comment from Adam. Maguire or Carragher is like choosing which STD I'd take. So
You can always count on Adam for that guy. Right, so it's we move Xavi Alonso, yeah? Xavi Alonso or Scholes?
Scholes
Goals.
all day.
Scholes or Gerrard?
Scholes, fuck off. Not even close.
Scholes or Keane?
Scholes.
Keane.
Ooh, we had one for Keane there. So Scholes wins that one.
Yeah.
But what did you say, sorry?
No, I said Scholes.
Oh, right, okay. Strikers, the last bit. So we'll start off with, I'll go with Tevez or Mane. Mane, okay. Mane or Van Persie?
Van Persie.
It's tough because Van Persie had one good season at United. He had one good season.
At United, yeah, but
that's
was
what we're
the
judging.
most
But
fucking
yeah. But I'm saying, are we judging it on his whole career, Van Persie? Or are we judging it on
I mean,
just
I'm not going that far into the dynamic, to be honest. Just
I'm
whoever
saying
you
Van
prefer.
Persie.
Van Persie.
I'll go with RVP
Okay.
just because that season was phenomenal. But in terms of United and versus Liverpool, I think, yeah. But go with Van Persie.
Van Persie or Michael Owen?
Van Persie.
Ooh. Michael Owen.
Most boring man on the face of the planet.
One of
Yeah, we're
Is.
not rating off pundit skills.
Fucking hell.
It'd be fucking right at the bottom.
Oh.
Nah, Ballon d'Or winner.
one of them is a Ballon d'Or winner, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but he was crippled at 24 and then that was it. It's fucked. He was done. He was done at 24. Like, he even said in an interview, he said he barely trained and he literally would just hang around and wait for the ball because he couldn't run, he couldn't pass, he couldn't tackle, he couldn't do anything after 24.
Both of them at their absolute best, for me, it's Michael Owen over Van Persie.
Not for me.
Facts.
I'm outvoted.
Unreal.
I'm outvoted, so. it's
Michael
fine.
Owen? Yeah. Michael Owen or Van Nistelrooy?
Rude all day.
Rude.
All day.
Van Nistelrooy, mate.
That's
Amazing.
the only one I'll be super biased over.
Yeah. Van Nistelrooy?
I'll
Van
die.
Nistelrooy
I'll
or
die on
Salah?
that hill.
Who, sorry?
Van Nistelrooy or Salah?
Mr. Roy.
Van Nistelrooy.
Nistelrooy.
Okay, Nistelrooy's getting heavy favourites here. Nistelrooy, I know exactly what all he's going to say here. Nistelrooy or
Nistelrooy.
Suarez?
Nistelrooy. Fuck the racist prick.
Alright, okay, you want to? I'll take it into United then. Nistelrooy or Ronaldo? For United.
Are we talking playing striker? Out and out striker?
Just as a forward for Manchester United.
That's tough, that.
I think Ronaldo's probably got him edged. Just.
Stick with Van Nistelrooy, man.
Nistelrooy wasn't. I don't think he was at a shorter amount of time at United, wasn't he, than Ronaldo. So.
Because I'm comparing the rest and they're all pure goal scorers, so I'm just Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah. Surveyor's having a long, hard think about it.
You don't even want to answer.
I'm biased towards Van Nistelrooy. Like, he's my favorite United player.
Yeah, it's same with me.
But I just can't get that last season, that Ronaldo's last season at United when we played in the Champions League, like,
Yeah.
that season he was
That,
absolutely
that like
unplayable.
42 goal one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Free kick against Arsenal.
It's when
Oh my
when
God.
Fergie stopped doing bets with him, didn't he? He used to bet him every season the certain goals. He just stopped it that season because
Yeah.
it was just getting
Yeah.
expensive.
He just
So
went. So I can't just look past that one. I have to say Ronaldo.
yeah.
That goal against
Ronaldo.
Porto as well.
Yeah, Porto.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Crazy.
And then we've got the very last question: Wayne Rooney or Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Rooney.
So there you've got the decider.
I'll go Ronaldo. But Rooney,
Ronaldo.
Rooney sacrificed a lot for Man United.
All-time scorer.
He sacrificed for Van Nistelrooy, sacrificed for Ronaldo. Like, he could have, he would play out on the wing just so Ronaldo could play. Sorry, just so Van Nistelrooy could play in the 9. Yeah.
Adam's gone Rooney in the chat.
Yeah, 100% Rooney.
I agree with Rooney as well, but again, I'm not in the thinger. So Rooney's won King of the Hill striker. We've got Scholes who's won the midfielder. Was it Vidic won the defender? You'd all agree on Vidic on the last one. And then we had the goalkeeper
Van der
Sar, right? Yeah. Perfect. Right, let's dive into the game tomorrow then, lads. We play Liverpool, of course. Drew against Crystal Palace on Monday Night Football. Darwin Núñez getting sent off in that game, who I had in my FPL team, so I was fuming with that. But they actually went 1-0 down. Then when they went down to 10 men, they played better, I thought. I don't know if any of you watched that game, but they played a lot better as soon as they went down. So scary, because when we seem to go down to 10 men, we seem to play fucking so much worse. But Liverpool just kind of turned the heat up on him.
I mean, we play shit with 11 men, so...
No, but I just mean, like, in terms of mentality going into it, if that was United, they'd just crumble straight away. And now, I don't want to depress you lot, but in our previous heads-to-heads, of course, you remember last season, it was 5-0. Was it 5-0 at Old Trafford and 4-0 at Anfield, wasn't it?
I've blocked it out of my memory. I don't remember anymore. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, bringing the severe side out of it, we beat him in pre-season. So again, don't need to worry about it at all. Like I said, a lot of emotion coming into this game, going on and off the pitch. Tensions are usually high anyway between Man United, but obviously everything that's going on with the ownership and stuff surrounding it and the protest, it's going to be absolutely mental tomorrow. Both teams not in great form. Obviously, Liverpool drew against Crystal Palace, who drew against Fulham. We lost 4-0 against Brentford, 2-1 against Brighton. So it's not as if we're both absolutely smashing it in the league at the minute. We're both struggling. Liverpool have a lot of injuries as well. They've got, like, Thiago's out, Kanate, Matip, Jota. Like, they've got a shitload of injuries. So be prepared for Klopp after the game to be throwing out something absolutely mental. Sam, I'm going to get into the protest a little bit later on, but just looking at this massive battle tomorrow night, how important will it be to start off with the right mentality and the right attitude? Because I remember we was doing that watch along with the Brentford game, weren't we? And we said the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes are going to be key in this game. And if it was this goal within like 9 minutes,
two goals and then 3 goals in 20. They won it. That was So
it's going to be important to start right in this game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard for me to talk in positive terms about Manchester United right now, in terms of, like, especially on the field play. So it's, for me, I'm just wanting it to be over and just let it just like get rid of it, and just like Severe said, season starts at Southampton. Let's just fucking if we get this game cancelled, perfect. Just take the forfeit, 3 points, don't care. It's just the best I could hope for is a draw, and then we put in a decent performance and then have some fight and some fucking grit about it, because beyond that, I don't have too much hopes at all. Like you said, if we get cut open within the first 15 minutes, it's going to be a long fucking game. If we can hold out for 20 minutes, maybe we start to have a little bit of belief. Maybe we start to put some pieces of play together, but I don't hold much hope for it. I think we're going to get absolutely slapped, and I think it's not going to be pretty from minute one. I don't see it going well at all from at any point.
Sam, clearly a broken United fan, speaking from a broken place there. And I don't blame you at all. I understand it completely. Darwin Núñez is going to be out for Liverpool, which will be a massive miss for them. They've also got the injuries who were referred to before, your Matip, Canate, Thiago, Jota, on the injury list. Do you think that sways the balance slightly? I'm trying to find any positive I can here, any positivity. Do you think it sways the balance slightly from maybe 1% to 2%? Like, does it, or does that not stick in your mind at all? Do you just think it's irrelevant?
Nah, because I feel like the game and a lot of Prem games are won and lost in midfield. I look at their midfield compared to ours, and I just don't see where we're going to win that battle. I mean, I think they'll probably start off with a midfielder: Fabinho, Henderson, and Elliott, probably, or Naby Keita.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, with Thiago being out, but I just feel like that's going to overrun us. Whether it's Fred and McTominay, they'll get passed around. Whether it's Fred, Bruno, and Eriksen, I feel like the physicality will get bullied. And then Darwin Núñez being out, I mean, Firmino's not a bad replacement, is he? So I feel like that front three, obviously it'll be Diaz, Salah, Firmino. That's probably even better that Firmino's in that front three. Especially with our
like
defense.
systematically, like how they work.
Yeah,
because
obviously with our defenders, it's not easy to drag them out. All he's got to do is hold the ball, play the right pass. Yeah, I probably agree with Sam. I think it's going to be difficult from minute one, to be honest. I think it's just damage limitation again. And I say again because 5, it could have been about 8 or 9 at Old Trafford last season. Yeah. So
I'm glad you mentioned the midfield there because I want to touch on that with Sevilla. Obviously, bringing in Casemiro is a good signing for us, and I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong, but going into we could have done with him for this Liverpool game because we could potentially see the return of Mick Fred tomorrow. I'm not sure what your thoughts are. Well, I know what your thoughts are going to be on that, but talk to me about how you're going to see how you think he's going to line the midfield up tomorrow. Because it's going to be, he tried the Eriksen and Fred and Bruno, was it, against Brentford?
Yeah.
That just got completely ran over. And then McTominay and Fred against Brighton put in one of the worst performances I think I've ever seen from a midfielder. So how do you see it sort of functioning tomorrow?
I think it's going to revert to type. It's going to be McFred, and that's just the way it is. I also think we might see Van de Beek though.
Okay.
Something at the back of my mind tells me that we might see him because when we played Crystal Palace in pre-season, at halftime he took McTominay off and then put Van de Beek in, and Van de Beek was making those late runs into the box. Yeah. I noticed that a lot. But what do you do against Liverpool? Like it's Liverpool, you know. Regardless of who's injured, who's playing, they have a system that works. It's a machine that just one person is out. They put, you know, Harvey Elliott probably if we have him in our team would look rubbish, but in the Liverpool team, the system, it's you know, it's you know, so they don't really. That's the thing about Liverpool. They don't really rely on like individual brilliance as much as we do. So they have something that works for them. I have to agree with Aaron and Sam. You know, it's gonna be. It will be bad. I mean, there will be blood. But anyway, I don't mind. See, I've said this before to you guys. I don't mind losing. It's just the manner in which we lose. Like, let's show some heart. Like I said, when we were on top all those years ago, and we used to play Liverpool, but nowhere close to what they are now. Even when they came to Old Trafford, they would make sure that put a shift in. Like it was never an easy, you know. Even when Van Gaal was twice, it was never an easy win. Like we always just scathed through. So I want a performance. That's all I want to see. I don't expect the world from Ten Hag. So I just want a really good performance. I want the players to be up for it. If we lose with our heads up. Fine. Everyone knows it's Liverpool. We're nowhere near the quality. Let's just go in and put a shift in. In regards to the midfield, I mean, there's not that much you can pick from, unless he wants to go and do what he did in pre-season and play Zidane and Savage.
I don't see that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you know. But there's really nothing else that you can look for with us. But with Casemiro coming in, I'm really. One of the things we've struggled with is defensive transitions, like handling breaking up play like against Brighton. They toyed with us.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Welbeck and they were like, there's no one to break up any of their transition.
Thought
But now we have a player.
Brentford could have scored about
Brighton.
5 or 6 as well against us in that transition. They could have, but they just took the foot off the pedal. They were just like, no, we're good before.
Just passed it around. There was no one to break up any of that play. Nobody to step up. So him coming in, I know this is a bit of wishful thinking, but I think him coming in improves our defenders.
Yeah.
So because he provides some kind of shield for them, and it improves whatever midfielders are playing the 8 with him have more freedom, because McTominay is an 8 naturally. Fred is an 8, so they're not used to. They're not defensive midfield. So yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, the season starts out.
You're sticking with that point, aren't you? Sticking with that Southampton point. Yeah.
Do we feel like Casemiro's enough though?
Well, the thing is,
don't get Nick started on who's coming, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't.
No. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. We've got Frankie de Jong coming, so if Casemiro goes out.
Oh, fucking hell! He had 20 minutes into the stream.
De Jong's coming, man.
He's fucking not. Man. He's not coming.
He's not coming.
He's not coming.
Why?
Because he's not coming. He's just not coming. Like, why? Barcelona are not gonna let us pay what we want to pay for him, and he's not leaving without that money, and they're not gonna pay him. And it's gonna get messy. It's gonna go into court. It's gonna go into the court of arbitration, all that shit. It's not happening.
It's gonna be on us. We will pay that money.
We're throwing 100 mil at Anthony. Yeah. So fucking hell.
I think the board are ready to just do what you need to do.
Yeah.
And shut them up. Unfortunately, it's too late.
They've got Richard Arnold on Market Street now with his arse out, so he can get that fucking money in, mate. Just the last question on the midfield I wanted to ask you was, do you think there's potential maybe for Lissandro to move into midfield? I've seen quite a lot of reports surrounding that, and then bring in Varane and Maguire at the back.
If I was picking it, that's what I would do. I'd put Lissandro in there, but I don't think he's going to do it. I think, like Severe said, it's going to be McFred, and that's what he's going to think. Because for some reason, McFred seems to be every manager, when they're under the cosh or they're under pressure, they revert back to McFred, because they seem to be the only ones who follow instruction or willing to do what it is they're asked of, whereas other midfielders don't seem to be able to do it. So every single manager under pressure, and Ten Hag is 3 games in and he's under pressure, which is fucking ridiculous, because he shouldn't be under any pressure. It's not his fault.
Does that seem logical now, though? Like, if you look back at the managers at the time, everyone was moaning at Ole to break up McFred and try something different. Everyone was moaning at Raul saying, why is he still playing McFred or whatever? Yeah. But I feel like whenever we've gone away from that with the players that we currently have in the squad, it hasn't necessarily worked. So does it seem logical now why coaches keep picking them? Is that fair to say?
No, I've known from day one why they keep doing it, because of the back four, the centre backs they're not good enough. Maguire's too slow. You need the extra protection for him. Lindelof's soft, in my opinion. Yeah. I just think it's trusting your centre backs, and I don't feel like any coach has trusted the centre backs yet. Ollie definitely didn't, because whenever he changed from that formation, it would be a back 5 with wing backs. Yeah.
Maguire only works, doesn't he? Maguire only works in a back 5. That's why he looks great for England. That's why he looked great for Leicester. Yeah. Because he only works in a back 5. He's too slow to work in a back 4.
Yeah, you put him in the middle, and then you put the 2 quicker ones either side of him and let them mop up.
Yeah.
But for me, just on that, putting Martinez centre defensive mid, if it was me personally, I would be stubborn and not play him there, because you're trying to paper over cracks in, and then he has a few good games, and obviously I know Casemiro's coming now, but if he was to do it sooner, would we have got Casemiro? Would it just been no, we saw it then? And then you still got your problem with your defence.
It's a sad state of affairs, though. You're having to tank your own team and tank your own performance as a manager just to get some fucking players in. Like, that's a sad state of affairs.
Are we surprised, though?
No, not at all. I'm just saying how sad that is. Like, but I mean, Mourinho did it, didn't he? He played. Is it Scott McTominay? He played it right back. Oh no, Matic, didn't he? He played it like central defence or something. Or
He did.
Mate, I've seen fucking Fred play left back before.
Yeah, like
because
because he wanted the centre back, he wanted Koulibaly, did he? And he was like, "I've got no centre backs," and he played Matic there to prove the point that he didn't have any centre backs. So
yeah, he did play McTominay as centre back as well. I think it was against Chelsea, and I think it was just to prove a point because they were even being linked with Jerome Boateng. It was that desperate.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah,
I remember that.
So before we signed Lisandro, like a lot of analysis on him, and so the people who did the analysis were people or whatever. So they've said that Ten Hag has used Lisandro as a DM a few times before at Ajax, but he did not like it. Like he used him there a couple of times and just never did anymore. And the only other position that he's played more than CBE is left.
Yeah.
And I think Ten Hag doesn't, for whatever reason, Ten Hag didn't really fancy him in the DM role, and so I don't think he's going to revert to that. And let's not forget, guys. Let me just throw a bit of a spanner in here. Some of our best performances in recent years have featured McFred. Whatever. Remember the game we played at the Paris game.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Because Pogba was injured, Matic was injured, McFred stepped up. When we played the win against City, there's so many wins. So yes, I know on paper it looks horrible, but sometimes they just have this weird ability. It's really annoying to just show up in big games because you don't expect it, and they just
it's consistency, isn't it? Like that's the problem people have with McFred. It's consistency. They don't play well together. Yeah. 3 games in a row. It's like you said, one big game here, and then they're just shite for another 2 games. One big game here, and then they're just shit for another one.
I've seen them turn up in big games, and honestly, that's the most Man United thing with these guys. Like whenever you expect us to be eaten out completely, we always just manage to pull one out of the bag. Now I'm not thinking ahead of myself here, but it could be just one of those days. Who knows? But I'm glad to see that over.
I feel like the reason why I think it's going to be a return of McFred tomorrow is because we know the style of football that Liverpool play, that kind of heavy metal, press the absolute life out of you. They shift the ball very quickly. They're dominant in wide areas, so they stretch the midfield out naturally. And I feel like if you go for that midfield that we played against Brentford, that Eriksen, Bruno, and who's the other one? Fred? Is it Eriksen, Bruno, Fred? That is going to get stretched. Like, it's not enough. And I hate using the word energy because I used to use it all the time, but there's just not enough robustness and energy in there for me personally.
Bruno's form is in the toilet right now. Like, he's terrible right now. So it doesn't help having him because he just seems to drain life out of everything else at the minute because of the way he's playing and the way he's acting. He's not suitable at the minute. I personally, dropped, like in my start 11, I've dropped him, but I think he's a detriment right at the minute for now anyway.
That formation needs grafters. Like it needs people to run everyone. Yeah. And Rashford and what's his name, Sancho, at this point it was pre-season, he had this spark, and I think he's been ill, so I'm just going to chalk it up to that. But that formation needs grafters. Like it needs people running up the pitch. Like that's why whenever when we played Brighton and Brentford, it seemed at some point like we were playing 14 against 10, because Brighton just seemed to have like 2 extra men, and we're just completely outrun, completely.
I watched a game on Monday Night Football, Palace versus Liverpool, and the way they kept hurting him was with Eze and Wilfried Zaha on the transition and counter-attack every time they got him. Now, obviously, it's hard to expect the same performance from a Rashford who's low of confidence or a Sancho who hasn't been particularly playing well. But I believe tomorrow, if we're to really succeed or get a result out of this game, them kind of guys need to be on it, because hitting down them, there's always spacing behind, because the way they play with the wing backs with Trent and Robertson, and they're always pushing high up. There's going to be a transition where you can get in behind. But if you've got that typical Rashford where he gets it out at his feet, like the 19 to 20 season everyone talks about all the time when he absolutely smashed it. If we get that Rashford and you get a quick transition, you get in behind, he can cause damage. He can absolutely cause damage. And Sancho as well. You get the Sancho in pre-season, or the Sancho that was at Dortmund, or the last 6 months of last season. You can really hurt him. But it's whether they show up or not. If them two struggle tomorrow, Ronaldo's lacking service as well. if Ronaldo plays, I don't know. I could see it being like a real struggle, honestly. The question I wanted to pose to you, Sam, was who do you think the pressure is on more tomorrow? I know, obviously, it seems like a bit of a stupid question because you think, well, you've got, there's going to be protests around United. We've lost our first 2 games. But if Liverpool lose to us tomorrow, we go above them.
Yeah.
And they're playing us at Old Trafford. Klopp's got a lot of injuries. There's going to be massive pressure. So do you see it as like even scales, or do you still think like United have got more pressure on them going into this?
Nah, United have got all the pressure. But like, I think Klopp's built up so much credit in the bank with the Liverpool fans, with the board, and all that sort of stuff. He can stumble, maybe take a few sort of slips here and there, and I think he'd be fine. I don't think he's under any serious pressure. They're still the second best team in the league. So I don't think that, but like you said, they've got injury problems. So as soon as those players start to come back, you'll start to see the same old Liverpool and stuff like that.
I think Arsenal fans will disagree with you on that, Sam.
Yeah, but they'll get to like 8 games before the end of the season and choke like they do every fucking season. So don't worry about them. I'm sure Ty is saying they're going to win the quadruple again. The same shit he said last year. So deluded Arsenal fans. Ten Hag shouldn't be under any pressure either. Like, he shouldn't be under any pressure because brand new, he's not got the players he wanted. He's only just starting to get transfers now, fucking 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks before the end of the transfer window. I think the people who are under pressure are the players at United. People like Rashford, people like Bruno, people like Maguire, people like Varane, all that sort of people. They're the people under pressure right now. They're fighting for starting spots. I hope Ten Hag has now got the authority. We heard those rumours with a contract where they'd have to pay a hefty fee if they were dropped or didn't play and stuff like that. So I hope he now has the power to sort of be like, look, they're not performing, you're done, get on the bench, get in the reserves, what have you. So I'm hoping he gets that power now with these. Apparently we're trying to sign 5 players before the end of the window. I doubt that's happening, but that's apparently what they're trying to do. So I'm hoping he actually has some power now behind the scenes to sort of drop players and dictate who plays and stuff like that.
Interesting. I think these players are feeling the pressure extremely. Like, they are massively low in confidence, massively under pressure, and they're probably thinking about that game tomorrow, thinking, "Fucking hell, man! I've got to perform tomorrow. I have to perform," because it's just so much. They've had so many bad performances now as a collective, but Liverpool. A positive, Aaron. Is there any weaknesses you see in that Liverpool team where you think, you know what, we could potentially exploit that?
Yeah, kind of just what you said behind the fullbacks, especially Trent. I don't think he's greatest defensively. I feel like Rashford could get in behind, but it was all like you were saying before, the Rashford of 1920. But they're all big ifs, you know what I mean? Or if Sancho's on it. But yeah, I think that's the area. And we, like you were saying before about Fred and McTominay, you feel that they need to be in the middle. But just to counteract that argument, if Liverpool were pressing in midfield, who do you think they would target on the ball majority out of any of our midfield?
Yeah,
going to be Fred and McTominay. So I don't even know if the ball will get out to the wide areas. It's hard to pick out a positive, but like you say, I just hope we can get in behind. I would maybe go to Ollie tactics and just play on the counter attack. Like when we used to run Dan James up and down that wing all game. I feel like Rashford maybe got to do that job where he's just got to run.
Yeah, because we haven't got the players, Aaron, have we, to play that proactive system. Simply, we haven't got it. You can't play a high line with Maguire. You need creative midfielders in the middle to keep it ticking, to keep, compose the game. We haven't got that. Like, we're all over the place in terms of...
We can't play out the back either.
Yeah. So
our fullbacks are not up to standard when he keeps playing Shaw as well, who's been fucking terrible. So you got no width going with the overlaps and stuff.
That's what I mean. So getting in behind is going to be even harder because I don't see the overlap. There might be one with Dallo, but Luke Shaw would be a drop for me.
Yeah, I agree.
And Malacia, because do you know what? From what I've seen in Malacia, he could actually get up there because he
looks good.
Stop grafting.
He looks good, man.
Yeah, he does. and he's commanding. I seen him shouting at. He came on as a sub last game, and he was shouting at players. That's what we need.
He doesn't care. Like he doesn't. All that stuff doesn't faze him. That's what I see so far. Like he doesn't. Those are the that's what I want to see. Like
it's kind of reminiscent of when Raphael came in. You remember when he came in and in the Arsenal game and that, and he was just like straight on it, bossing it. He wasn't backing down. That's what we need. We need someone, a young player, to come out and show them like the rest of the players. Oh, this is how we need to be on the pitch. Yeah. Not putting your head down, sulking.
I remember that game as well. He scored his first goal. Didn't bother celebrating. Just grabbed the balls, like get the ball.
Yeah, because
we got it was his first goal for United. Yeah. And then,
remember Nasri bossed us that game.
Oh, I hate him as a player. Cannot stand fucking Samuel.
We were in for him, weren't we? We were going in for him before City bought him. I remember that.
That's someone we'd sign right now. Nasri at 31, age of 31. That's a typical fucking United sign at the minute. Malacia and myself, I've been really impressed with him. I think if Shaw starts again, I'm a bit worried about our decision because I believe Malacia definitely deserves a start, and that is a Ten Hag signing. Yep. This is why we say Klopp and Pep have got their identities in their team, the way they want to play their system, because they've signed everyone. You look at Klopp's team when he came in, or Pep's team when he came in, just complete opposite. And me and Sam sat down the other day and it came up with Klopp's first 11. And we were just like, fucking hell, wow. Drastically changed. So you got to think, like, Ten Hag's seen this player, Malacia, he's watched him, he's like, I need him in my team. He's my kind of player. You get more of them kind of players brought in, that kind of profile, you'll see a significant change, I believe, anyway.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he didn't start, but Martinez did, and Luke Shaw stayed in the team. Like you say, if it's his players, why not start him? Because
there's rumours, there's that contract thing, that the Glazers don't want to pay the hefty fee if these players get dropped, because obviously they get paid a fee that if they don't play and stuff like that.
But a lot of players have that. That's not.
Yeah, but we've got money pinching owners severe. Like most owners don't care. Most owners will be like, yeah, manager has got authority. Liverpool will do that. Like City will do that. We haven't got those owners. Those owners like we need to save every fucking penny so we can put it in our fucking pockets. That's what the owners we got. So.
But I don't. It's a rumor. I don't believe that was the case. I think he would select the best team for that he thinks would. It's one of those things where he's probably trying to give Shaw a chance, and if not, and I think.
But then, how many chances do you give him? Because the past few games he's been terrible. But if he starts him again now, that's when you're like, well.
We'll see what happens now. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll have to see. I doubt he'll start tomorrow.
Maguire needs to be dropped as well.
Yeah,
that's the big one. If he can drop Maguire.
If you really, like, you can tell me, I know Bailly is going to Marseille, but if you're Ten Hag and you're looking at it now, you can't tell me you'd rather play Maguire when you're playing a high line than Bailly, who's clearly got the recovery pace, has played well when he's come in. I know he's a bit rash at times. He's decent on the ball, or decent enough on the ball. It doesn't make sense to me why you keep consistently starting Maguire. So surely that's why I'm always begging the question, well, there must be some kind of clause in the contract, because it makes no logical sense why you keep playing him.
It makes no logical sense why Ronaldo's still at the club, because if I think Ten Hag wants to get rid of him. I think Ten Hag is like, he's causing an issue. He doesn't want to be here. He's not 100% focused on playing for United. I think Ten Hag wants rid of him. He wants him out the door, but lack of options, people to buy him. And then also Joel Glazer apparently wants to keep owning because Ronaldo's a cash cow. He sells shirts, he sells merch. People come to see Ronaldo and stuff like that. So Joel Glazer's not letting him go. So I'm seriously concerned that Ten Hag doesn't have the power we all think he does at the club.
But the thing is with that situation is, it's good like getting rid of Ronaldo, but who's going to get your goals? I think that's where his hands are tied. I don't think it's that he wants to get rid of him. Maybe he does want to get rid of him, but we ain't got no other option. Martial's unreliable. He might give you a good,
Severe's getting upset. Severe's getting upset.
It's true. It's true.
No. We'll get onto that later, but yeah.
I just don't see where 20-odd goals would come from in that squad. Even Ronaldo, a bad season, you're going to get around 20 goals.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
With Shaw and Maguire, guys, we're 2 games in. So with Ten Hag, let's after 5 games, if he keeps playing them, then we can say, it's because he has to play them. But it's only been 2 games this season, so let's give him time to, let's watch the situation. I don't think we can jump to conclusion that after only 2 games in the Premier League. And with the Ronaldo thing up, I think Ten Hag is, if we sell him, fine. If he stays, fine. I think he's either here nor there. He just wants people to, who will play for the shirt. But I would prefer Ronaldo to stay actually at this point because.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, because Martial, he's whenever he plays the 9, he's good, but we can see that he's not reliable with the injury, fitness. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Anthony Martial, because that was the next kind of topic I was going to get onto. He's obviously back in training now. I imagine he'll be keen to start against Liverpool. He had a great great pre-season, with Ten Hag. He looked really good. Everyone was like, wow, what's going on here? A lot of people saying to start him over Ronaldo. That's how well he was performing. What do you see Ten Hag goes with? Do you think he goes with a safe option tomorrow? Ronaldo, who's been playing, who's played the last 2 games or whatever, or the last, 1.5 games? Or do you think he looks at Martial and thinks, yeah, I need to bring him in?
It's difficult to tell because I haven't seen the press conference, so I don't know the level of fit that Martial is in at the moment. Yeah. Whether he's well enough to play, whether he's match fit, because I know he's training now, but I just don't know if he's been training with the team. So,
well, let's say if he's fully fit, I'll pose the question to all of you as well. If Martial is fully fit now, judging off what you've seen from pre-season, the way the system works, it seems more clean with him in it, in my personal opinion. Would you play a fully fit Martial, or would you still play Ronaldo up top?
I would play Ronaldo up top, and I would play Martial in the 11 bench.
I agree.
Yeah, I'd start Ronaldo.
Yeah, I would start Ronaldo, and then I'll play Martial, Sanchez, flanking Ronaldo.
Sam?
If Martial's fit, I'd start him. If he's fully fit, that is. If he's not, then we're kind of stuck where we're at, aren't we? Really, like we're gonna have to play Ronaldo because we have no other option. But if Martial's 100% fit and it's not gonna risk him getting injured further, I'd play Martial myself. But I doubt he's gonna be fully fit. I think he'd be good enough for the bench, maybe. But I think Ronaldo would probably start. But I'd change it if I had the option.
I think there's going to be some mad decisions tomorrow. I genuinely believe that. There's going to be some selections everyone's like, whoa, what? Like, really surprised at it. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, let's do some quick fire round questions. Let's bump it up a little bit. So this is for all of you, of course. Will Liverpool score 3 or more goals tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Going to say no because everyone said yeah.
I'm gonna revert back to this, by the way, after the game, and it's gonna go out as a reel, so we'll see how close people are. Will Liverpool? I've already done that. Sorry. Will we score tomorrow?
We'll score 1.
Yeah,
we'll get 1.
It'll be a scrappy goal.
Own goal again.
Yeah.
It's Old Trafford. I think we'll score. I don't know.
You don't seem very confident in that selection.
I don't know. Yeah.
You know what United's fucked it when Seville's even like.
It's pre-season, like you said. It's pre-season. Don't matter. It's fine.
It's pre-season. It's not a serious game.
Yeah.
But based on what you guys were saying, actually, based on what you were saying about them pressing high and them feeling a little bit of pressure, they might actually go for it. And in recent years, we've been at our best when we're playing like the counter.
Yeah.
So it might be something that we might exploit if the players are up for it. I can't sit here and say we won't score. It's Manchester United. We're always in for a shot. I think. I'll be confident. I think we'll score. We might lose 9-1, but we'll score that one.
Oh, it's all right then. As long as we score, don't worry about it. I've got vision in my head for tomorrow. I think Liverpool have a decent amount of possession. I don't know if you've watched Lisandro a lot at Ajax. He plays some diagonals in behind really well. And I feel like if he picks it up on a half turn or whatever, and he can spray that in behind for a Rashford or for a Sancho, I think you can get at him in transition. I think that's where it's going to be key and where the battle will be won. But again, yet to be seen who's going to start tomorrow. Will Ronaldo start? We kind of touched on it already, but just yes or no, will Ronaldo start tomorrow?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Will Maguire get dropped?
No.
No.
No idea.
No idea. Sitting on the fence
Was,
for that
was
one.
that was that like a rumor or something that came out?
I've seen a bit of it on Twitter saying Ten Hag's ready to drop Maguire and bring Varane in. It'll be Varane and Lissandro, won't it?
Very quickly, I thought Pogba and Lingard had gone, and Dean Henderson had gone. So where are the leaks still coming out from?
Good question. Very good
We're
question.
still having the leaks, you know.
Mm.
I think a lot of this stuff is just bullshit.
Do you reckon Shaw's talking to delivery drivers?
I don't think I think a lot of this stuff is just speculation. Reporters
Yeah.
You know what? Personally, I think the leaks are Luke Shaw, and I think Harry Maguire's a leak as well. Because I think Harry Maguire's a leak a lot about Ronaldo, because I heard there's a lot of friction between them two. And I don't know, man. I can imagine him demanding a higher standard than... And obviously, apparently, Ronaldo wasn't happy and Bruno with Maguire being the captain. I don't know, man. I think it's like English players, to be honest.
Potentially.
This
is what the media is portraying, isn't it, Severe? This is what they're putting out there. They want a lot of people to believe that.
Yeah, and then the fans, because we've been so, we've been through a lot. We're so angry. We just feed on these kind of things. I'm not saying that's why reporters will write stuff like this, because the fans would jump and it would get hits and hits. Maybe it's true, but there's no football team that doesn't have these kind of issues. Why is it only us that it seems to be, big?
Because there's no authority within the club.
Yeah, there's no leadership. The culture is absolutely broken. That's obvious. I don't think that's like speculation or anything. The culture is broken in that dressing room. It's clear to see on the pitch, and for me, anyway, at least, it's clear to see there is definitely a clash in heads between Ronaldo and Maguire. 100% from what I've seen. I always see him even when you're at Old Trafford, you see him bickering between each other all the time. It's going to happen. You've got Ronaldo, who's won everything in the game pretty much. Maguire, who's won nothing. There's always going to be a clash. Then you bring in Casemiro into that, and you've got Varane there already, who've won a lot of shit anyway. You can't have someone leading like that. Like, I wouldn't go into a Michelin-star restaurant now, pick up a frying pan and be like, listen, lads, come over here. I'm going to show you how to cook a fucking 3-course meal. It just wouldn't happen. Obviously, Maguire's at a better level. He's like, I don't know, a Weatherspoon chef or something. But the point remains that these guys like Ronaldo and Varane and Casemiro were top elite level footballers. Maguire isn't near that for me. So I think there's always going to be a clash.
It's not as bad as people are making it sound. That's what I'm saying. Just watch. If we draw against Liverpool, and then win Southampton and probably win, nobody's going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's really not as bad as they make it sound. They make it sound like every day they wake up and clash heads together.
Yeah.
Something might have happened 2 weeks ago, and then it's just like, oh yeah, well, they hate each other.
Yeah.
Such and such. It happens in every team, but anyway, it's just one of those. I personally refuse to believe it. I refuse to feed into all.
No, I get the point you're coming from 100%. Like, I know 100% journalists fuel the fire and they add to it. I know that because they know United gets clicks. You put Ronaldo, Maguire in a headline, it's getting fucking millions of clicks. I get it. But let's move on. I want to do predicted 11s. I'll do mine very quickly. I threw some big changes in mine, but this is just basically what I want to see. So I've gone with Tom Heaton in net.
Yeah.
Diego Dalot at right back. I don't want to see De Gea in between them sticks for a good few games. He needs to sit out because of that performance was diabolical. So I'm putting Heaton in net. Diego Dalot at right back, Varane, and Lindelof. I've gone at centre back, and Malacio at left back.
Lindelof's injured. He's not fit.
Is it? No, he's back. He's back training now.
He's not fit. Ten Hag said
Yeah.
he's not fit still.
Right. Well, I'll move Lissandro back to where Lindelof because I was going to put him in midfield, but apparently he's injured, so I can't do that. So I'll have Varane, Lissandro at the back with Malacio on the left. I'll have Eriksen, Fred. God. I'll have Eriksen, Fred, and Donny probably because I think Bruno needs dropping as well. Bruno Fernandes has been fucking awful, like the worst I've seen him for a while. And then I'll have Sancho, Ronaldo, and Martial up top. That's what I'll go for. Aaron, do you want to give me yours?
Yeah, I go De Gea in there, just because I don't know, man. We're Manchester United. I can't see Tom Heaton in there. Dallo, right back. I'm going to go
Diaz.
Varane.
Dallo against Diaz.
Who else do we play?
I know.
Wan-Bissaka.
He's already on his flight to Barcelona, right? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'd go Varane and Phil Jones.
Fucking hell. Phil Jones.
Phil Jones or Maguire? Who you taking?
Fucking hell.
Honestly.
Again, that's like, I'll bring it back to what Adam commented before. That's like choosing what STD you want.
Yeah. Do you want to be kicked in the bollocks or like kicked in the face? Like, which one do you want? Fucking hell.
I'm picking Phil Jones over Harry Maguire. And then I'd go Malacia. And then I'd go Martinez, Fred, just because I feel like the back four is going to need some security. Like,
the security being broken alarms in Fred.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get with him.
Security guard who's off the other side of the thing with a fucking donut and just a torch. Just like, what's going on? Oh, shit, yeah. No. Over there.
And I feel like Martinez can probably play out. So if we obviously put Fred in there just to win the ball, just to tackle. And then I put Martinez to play the ball. And then I'd go... See, I'm Eriksen or Bruno. I'm not fussed really. I feel like it's not going to make much of a difference. And then I'm going to go Sancho, Ronaldo, Rashford up front.
Okay, Sam.
But
I'd play a back five. Personally.
Oh.
I don't like the back five. Every time Ollie played it, we got dicked. Every time.
I just think.
Oh, to be fair, against Tottenham, we played a back five, didn't we? Cavani and Ronaldo up top.
I think.
We won 3-0.
I think if you put,
that's the only time.
I start Tom Heaton because David De Gea can't be near the net tomorrow because his hands apparently are now made of paper mache. He just can't catch simple balls. Dallo, and then I'd put Varane.
There's a two reaction view.
Come on, Survey.
That ball was fucking shocking, mate. It was terrible.
That isn't reactionary, mate. I could have fucking say. I'm not even joking.
I could have got down on my knees and fell over and still saved that goal.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking stupid, that. Anyways.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, Tom Heaton, Dallo, and then put Varane, Maguire, Lissandro. Because then you've got, if you're in a back five, Lissandro can move up into the midfield. So you can sort of have that extra guy. And then obviously Malacia on the left. And then I play Donny and Fred as your midfield in the middle. I think that's a good sort of pairing because I don't want to see Scott McTominay in the team. And then forward-wise, like, the fuck do you pick? Honest to God, like, because Rashford's been shocking. Sancho's been ill and not that great. So, I don't know. Yeah, Chong.
I'm literally going to do that.
Yeah, Chong. You know what? I'd stick Garnacho in there. Fuck it. Play him.
You know what? This predicted 11 has been the most opposite predicted 11 ever. Everyone's
Garnacho,
like, mad shit.
Garnacho, Ronaldo, and Sancho. Because I don't want to pick Rashford. I can't pick Rashford again. He's been awful. He's not doing it. So I'd give Garnacho a shot. I'd give him an opportunity.
Survey. Talk to me.
Yeah. Dallo, Varane, De Gea, Dallo, Varane, Martinez, Malacia.
Don't say McFred. Don't say McFred.
He's gonna say it.
Fred Mech.
Fred Tominay.
Yeah, Fred Tominay. Yeah. McFred. Eriksen, Martial, Sancho, Ronaldo.
Martial, Sancho, Ronaldo.
Martial left, Ronaldo top, Sancho right, Eriksen in the middle, McTominay, Fred, and Dallo, Varane.
Return of McFred. That's going to be interesting. I do think they'll probably play tomorrow. I've just gone with what I want to see.
That's what I've done.
I doubt about 5 of my players are not going to get fucking picked.
Garnacho's not starting. He's not doing a back five. It's not happening. But I'm just putting out into universe because that's what I want. So.
But
Phil Jones not getting picked.
Is it out of the realms of possibility though? I don't know if Ten Hag's played a back five a lot before. I don't think he has from what I've seen. But judging what you saw from Brentford,
They
is there
can't
not
play.
potential
But
to-
if the system he wants to play, we haven't got the players for it. They don't.
Exactly.
They can't
We
play it.
simply have
So
not got the players.
we need to change something because those players can't play the system he wants to play. So we need to change something. Something needs to happen. So
Yeah, but so speaking of back five, the last time we played Liverpool, we played the back. When we played in Anfield,
yeah,
that was a back five, and you saw what happened. So we got completely.
yeah. But then did we play a back five the
However-
other time when we got spanked as well?
No. I'm just
There you
saying,
go. So what I mean, so it don't
However,
fucking matter, does it?
yeah.
Like,
So we saved
but-
one goal with a back five.
yeah, fucking great. we got dicked. We got dicked 4 instead of 5. Fantastic. Fucking hell.
got-
But if
take
you
'em.
watch, if you remember when we played in pre-season, all our games, it's kind of set up like a back five. Well, kind of, because what happens is, in transition, there's 2 centre backs, and then the midfielder who progresses the back 3, and then your wing backs push up. One of them comes in indents in like a midfielder. So it kind of, in theory, is like a back 3 with the wing backs up top. In theory, that's what we did in pre-season, and I think that's what he wanted to do against Brighton and Bradford, but we conceded early and just fell to shit.
Yeah.
So, but that's how he plays. He plays with two centre backs, and then the wing backs pushing up, and then that's why it always looks like when Ajax played, they kind of outnumbered the opposition in the opposition's half. Whether he tries to do that against Liverpool.
Yeah, it was creating overloads, the overlapping runs, what we saw in pre-season, and then the season started. It was just like, where's all this work that we've done? Where's it gone? Because we didn't do any of it in them games. God knows what happened. Yeah, anyone currently watching live or watching later on, put your predicted 11s in the chat. I'm very curious to see, because as you've just seen then, all 4 lads in here have just put completely different teams pretty much. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys think. Score predictions. Shall we do it? Shall we depress ourselves? Aaron, give me a score prediction.
I was going to be positive. Sack it 3-1 to United.
Jesus.
I don't
Check
believe
the odds
it.
on
I'm
that.
just putting it out there.
I think
Check the odds on that. Whack a
think-
tenner on it.
I think we need to drug test Aaron. Just make sure he's
Yeah.
all right.
Nah, clip this, because
Yeah.
we're using this tomorrow.
Phil Jones and 3-1 tomorrow. Aaron's going with.
Phil Jones scores one of the goals.
Oh my god.
odds.
Oh,
Yeah, imagine the
fucking
odds.
hell.
Sam, give us your score predictions.
Do I need to? Can I just?
You're
Can I
going to
not-
say 4-0 Liverpool?
Can I not just pretend that we get the game cancelled at the protest tomorrow? Can we do that?
Nope. Score prediction.
Oh, fucking hell.
Honest. I want your honest score prediction.
6-0 Liverpool.
Fucking hell.
We're getting dicked,
That's
mate.
worse. That's worse
we're
than I
getting,
thought.
we're getting dicked. We're getting. This is gonna look like. This is like gonna be watching your mum getting ran a train on by a bunch of people.
Jesus.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I'm just putting it out there. It's gonna be bad. I'm so glad me and Nick are gonna be outside the stadium and not have to watch it. Because it's fucking.
Can't see them things on YouTube, man. Fucking hell.
Yeah, we can.
Wow.
We're back. It's not suitable for kids. It's fine.
Oh,
All good.
wow. 18 plus. So bear with that in mind. Gives you score predictions for tomorrow.
I mean, are we being realistic or like?
I was, yeah.
You
I was.
genuinely. I know Sam was being deadly serious.
How do you even start? Like, there's literally no way. Well, 2-1. Like, 2-1.
2-1? Go fuck.
These
you.
predictions are like fucking this.
I mean, what do you say? Like, there's literally no actually be his hand on heart and say, oh, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think it might be a draw, to be honest. I think we might 2-2.
I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw. That'd be fine.
I think everyone would take a fucking draw at this point, wouldn't they? To be honest, I would take a draw. Oh God, I really don't know how it's gonna go. I genuinely just because I've got Brentford in the back of my mind, if they play anything like that, we are done for, mate. Sam's prediction's coming right. If we play like we did against Brentford, it's going to be bad, really bad. But I think they'll show a bit more fight. Maybe that's false optimism or whatever. I think they'll put in a better performance, but I still don't think it'll be good enough. I think it'll be a 3-1 Liverpool. That's how I see it. I think it's going.
There's a couple of comments. Patrick Gunner saying 2-0 to Liverpool. Adam has said Heaton, Wan-Bissaka. Fucking hell, Adam. What are we doing here? Phil Jones, Maguire, Shaw, McFred, Chong, Rashford, Elanga, and Garnacho. That's Adam's.
That's Adam. That's definitely Adam.
Yeah,
definitely Adam. 6-0 if we put that team out.
Yeah, that's a drastic change. Jesus. So yeah, that's the preview pretty much finished, lads. Obviously, tomorrow, much bigger thing in our hearts is happening with a protest because the current owners we have are scumbags and treat our club like fucking piggy bank, if we're being honest. The plan for the match goers, I think the 1958 put it up on Twitter, I think it was. So if you want to go to the protest, it says they're gonna meet at the toll gate, I believe, at 5:30, I think, and then they're gonna start the march at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, down to the Trinity statue.
Meet at the Trinity statue. So if you do want to come, bring your colours, flares, banners, and most importantly, bring yourself. The march starts 7 o'clock, and then I would advise just a peaceful protest because we've said it numerous times on this channel. If you start smashing shit up, or you saw it happen at the last protest, the PR spin around it, that all United fans are the shit ones or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You see it happen all the time. The media, like Severe was alluding to before, they add fuel to the fire. If they see United fan breaks cameras, and then that just takes it off the complete message you're trying to put out there anyway. So that would be my advice. Peaceful protest, but be loud, make yourselves heard, and we will be certainly there anyway, covering it.
Look after each other as well. If you're in there with people, we're all United fans, look after each other. So there might be kids there, there might be like young people and stuff like that. So just look after each other. So make sure nobody gets in trouble. Make sure nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets crushed. Everybody look after each other. Make sure we're all together on this. Yeah. But yeah, like Nick said, loud, make your voice heard, bring banners, colours, everything. And just, make sure you don't go into the ground. Make sure you stay outside.
Ultimately, we're all there for one reason. It's because we want these owners out. So if everyone does it as a collective, they're not divided, it's going to spread a much bigger message. Severe and Aaron, if you want to touch on the protest or say anything on it, it's the floor's yours before we head off.
I'd probably just say 100% keep it peaceful. You don't want to detract from why it's being done. When the images of people like climbing up the goals and sitting on the crossbar and that was made the story. Just make sure they know why we're doing it. Just don't give them any argument to bring it down.
Yeah. We've all been to the games. We know it's not just a football thing. It's a family thing. Lots of kids go to watch the games as well. There'll be lots of kids with Liverpool supporters. If you guys are going, don't engage. Let's just make it about Man United. Yeah. Because it can easily escalate from, and let's just keep it clean. Don't give the media anything to write about. When these guys write headlines, because I work as a copywriter, when we write headlines, we don't just write them. No, we pick them up. Incinerate. The words that would draw the most emotion from people. It's one of those things where they would try to use this to paint a bad image on United fans, and the Glazers will jump on that. The PR spin, they will make it about the club and the fans. So let's just try and keep it peaceful, work as a collective, and just make our voices heard.
Absolutely. With that in mind, guys, the match is live tomorrow, Monday Night Football. Kickoff's 8 o'clock. I think Shreyas and Adam are going to be doing the watch along on this channel, so there's still a watch along for anyone who isn't going to the stadium or the international fans.
God help Shreyas and Adam tomorrow. Fucking hell, that's going to be a rough watch. I thought Brentford was a rough watch.
With a bottle of whiskey, man.
Yeah,
honestly, just do it with a bottle of whiskey. That's
all I do. Shreyas, bring your ginger ale, mate. You're going to need it. Fucking hell.
Yeah. So Shreyas and Adam will be doing the watch along tomorrow. Obviously, me and Sam will be getting coverage around the ground with all the protests that's going on. Like I said, the game kicks off at 8 o'clock, so they'll be live with the team news probably about 7. But before that, there'll be probably an Instagram live as we're walking up to the stadium and regular updates and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you can, and follow our socials for transfer updates, clips, content schedules, weekly lives, all that kind of jazz. Anything else, Sam, before I head off? Have I forgot anything?
Yeah, no, you've mentioned all the socials that were at the bottom here. They're all there to follow. Instagram's been popping off lately, so keep that going. Let's keep the momentum going. TikTok's been ridiculously good, thanks to Nick. That's still going, so go follow that as well. News updates every minute, ran by Dan and Shreya, so go check that out. Welcome Severe back to the channel as well. It's good to have him back. I've been asking for it for a while. That's why we got him on the season preview. And then he sort of messaged me the other day, and he was like, "Wait to come on a show." And now we got him back, so it's good to have more people. Yeah. We're growing this thing, so it's good. It's good to see.
Definitely, and that includes you as well, Aaron. So thank you for your company, lads. I suppose I'll see you for the game tomorrow. And always remember, lads, and people watching, Glazers out. Glazers out.
Fuck
we'll see
the
you in
Glazers.
the next one. Peace.